Hidely dido, humbity diddlum diddly dido, humbity diddle, dee diddly dido, humbity diddlum die. Where are we today, boys and girls?
Tullibole Castle.
Tullibole Castle, and that's what we were talking about in our other video, isn't it?
Yes.
And let's just go round the corner here and we'll get to see a little bit of the castle. Come around here, can you see the gates here?
Yes, as well as something else.
Oh, you'll have to come a bit closer, we can't hear you way over there.
As well as something else.
Oh, what is your something else?
You hear that?
Oh, what's that you hear? Justin, what can you hear? Peacocks! So do they live here, do they?
Yep. Yes.
Oh, wow, and look, there's the castle, doesn't it? Look. Oh, look, there's a peacock. Let's zoom in on the peacock. I think I just saw one. Look at that.
It's not quite breeding season, so they aren't pluming out their feathers yet.
Oh, right, so they're not in full flow yet, are they?
Yeah. Otherwise, it would be flowing its feathers at me.
Would it?
Yeah.
Now, what's this you found, Chloe? Did you find some feathers? Let's see these. Hold them up so we can have a little look.
Two perfect peacock quills.
Two perfect peacock quills. And what are you going to do with these?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? You're going to use them in some art or something?
I'll probably keep them as they are, since they're an amazing spectacle of nature.
And look at this tree there. Oh, look, is there one in the tree? Right, let's be very quiet not to scare it. Look at him.
I think that's a female.
That's the female. Let's just leave her. Let's not get too close and upset her. Oh, there she comes out. There she's coming. Look at that. Oh. What? Was that a male one? That's not a female one. Oh, look. Well, maybe they were just getting some shade. What do you think?
More.
More of them. Oh, look at this one here. Shall we zoom in? Oh no, right, we're disturbing them now. Let's just keep walking. Look at them though, aren't they magnificent?
Probably the most amazing of the game birds.
You think so? I think so too.
The
And look,
into the contender.
I want to go and have a wee look. Look at that tree over there. Look at it.
How did that happen?
Isn't that the funniest looking tree you ever did see?
It's like an oversized bonsai.
Do you know, it reminds me of that one that we saw up at Castle Gloom, doesn't it?
Yeah. It looks like an oversized bonsai.
It does, eh? Oh, and what's this here? Can someone tell us what this is, William?
It's like something to tell where the
No, it's not to tell where the wind's blowing. Come and have a look at it and see if you can tell what it might be.
Is that a sundial?
It's a sundial, Chloe, that's right. And can you look at that and maybe tell us what time you think it might be? What do these numbers mean? What does X and 1 mean?
X or 12.
12, that's right, William. So this is 12 o'clock. What one's this here?
1.
1, that's right. So it looks like it's just after 1 or thereabouts, doesn't it? Right, let's keep going around here and see what we can find, because I think there's something quite cool just right here.
Wait, do you use the shadow to tell the time?
Yes, use the shadow to tell the time, that's right, William.
That's really smart.
And look here, what do castles sometimes have?
Moats.
Moats! And look at this. How amazing is that?
Let's hope nobody pulls the chains up and we go sliding down.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Well, it's not connected to anything anymore, so...
No, but look at it, isn't it amazing? Now, we are coming to look at a very special building round here. Do you know what that building could be? What buildings would a castle have, do you think?
This feels silly, but a pigeon house?
Yeah, how did you know that?
Pure guess.
A pigeon house, and what would they have used a pigeon house for?
I'm not sure.
Well,
Keeping pigeons?
For keeping pigeons for food through the winter. Now, in Scotland, we've got a slightly different name for them. Do you know what we used to call them?
Coos?
Not coos, no, that's a wee name for a coo. Think of what might we call a bird? It's almost like a coo, but with a D at the start.
A doo?
A doo. So this is what we're coming to see is this building here. And this would have been called a Doocoot. Can you believe that?
Sounds like a pretty funny name.
Now, can you see it here? Just look at it. Now, it might all be overgrown, but you can still tell it was quite a magnificent building, can't you?
Some of it's fallen off.
Some of it's fallen off. Well, if you look at it, what part's fallen off it?
The roof.
The roof, that's right, William. Now, what about all the rest of it?
It seems to be intact.
It's almost intact, that's right. And can you see that little thing just at the top? It's like got two little squares in it. What do you think that might have been for?
Letting the pigeons in.
For the pigeons coming in and out, that's right. Now, can you see anything else that's quite unique about this? What about this?
Little door?
Well, you've got the little door, but I'm talking about the bit just above it. You see this line that runs across about 3/4 of the way up?
Yeah.
What do you think that was for? Any ideas, Catherine?
Stable?
No. Good guess, so William. What do you think that could have been for, Chloe?
For the pigeons to sit on.
No, not for the pigeons. It's to stop something getting in. What eats pigeons?
Hawks?
Hawks. Well, it's not another bird. It's a land animal.
Fox?
Well, it could have been foxes. It's actually for rats. And that little ledge there stops the rats from being able to climb up and get in through the little hole up there.
They might have been able to get through because there's one bit that I have to have a ledge anymore.
Well, maybe nowadays, but back then that ledge would have went right the way around. Now, looking at this, do you think this is an old building or a new building, Justin?
It looks like a New York century, 18th, 19th century.
18th or 19th century, you're very close. Now, what year do you think this might have been built in? 1850s. I think you need to take another 100 years off.
1750?
1751.
I was close.
You were very close. Now, shall we just have a wee walk around it while we talk about a bit about what it was? So, we already figured out that it was for keeping foods, wasn't it? Now, it was especially used for in the winter months, right? When the poor people often starved. An equally resented monopoly was the Lord's Dovecote, which is this building, and Free Warren, from which hordes of pigeons and rabbits descended upon the peasants' crops. So not only did this place feed the lord of the manor, it also ate all the poor people's food because all the rabbits and pigeons went and ate all their vegetables. Can you believe that?
That was savage.
That's pretty savage, isn't it?
You're starving
So-
young people.
That's right. So the local people did not thrive upon their salted and dried rations. And there was much scurvy in the Middle Ages. What's scurvy, Chloe?
It's a lack of vitamin C.
A lack of vitamin C. So, and especially in London, so it was sometimes called the London disease. Did you know that? Now, we better not go... Oh no, we can climb under the bit of rope here and then we'll have a wee look at the side of the castle, back of it here. Oh, aye, be very careful.
The castle for dudes.
So, young pigeons, or squabs as they were called, were an esteemed delicacy throughout the year. So, this was very, very fancy food that was here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now, what else? What do we use? What do we do with cow dung? What do we use it for? Fertiliser. So what do you think they used to do with the pigeon poo?
Fertiliser.
They used it for fertiliser as well, yeah.
It must not have been as effective, but...
And not only did we use it in Scotland, we exported it to France. Did you know? Shall we come back round? Come on, we'll walk back round this way, guys, and have another look at it. Now, there's another use that dung was used for. Do you know what it might be? For removing hair from the pelts of the local animals that were caught. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty yucky now, but it was a very, very handy thing back then. Now, not only were they used as a source of food, these Doocoots, do you know what else they were used for? The dung. Something quite dangerous. Explosives! How did you know that?
Because, like, it's something to do with it, because they used cow dung and fat to make the explosive in World War I and II.
Well done, you guys. I thought I was coming up with some new information there, but you already knew it. So that's right. So Charles I in 1625 ordained that owners of pigeon houses or Doocoots might not floor them with stone or brick, but were to use nothing but good sound earth. The making of saltpetre, that's what the thing, or what they would make to make the gunpowder, consisted in mixing the excrement of animals, the blacker the better, and one of the chief sources was the soil of the pigeon houses. So the dung's rich content of potassium nitrate, the villainous saltpetre mixture mentioned by Shakespeare, was mixed with charcoal and sulphur to form gunpowder. So, I mean, isn't that quite amazing? That something that was used just to keep some birds in for some nice food in the winter was also the same place that they got their explosives from. What do you think of that, William?
I can't believe it. I was just thinking that back in my head.
You've been reading your horrible histories, haven't you? At least something's sunk in there, young man.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either. Now, I think we're going to try and sneak in, or go up to the entrance here, and let's just try and have a wee peek in, because the entrance is boarded up. Maybe we can just let the camera have a little look. What do you think?
Yeah, be careful. In fact, not boarded up, wired up.
Wired up, yeah. I mean, look at it. I think that looks absolutely amazing. What about you guys?
Yeah.
Can you just imagine all the pigeons and birds in there, and the rabbits and everything? Yeah.
The noise would be unbearable.
Well, I think you're right. So we've got quite a nice noise these days from the peacocks, don't we?
Yeah.
Now, there was one other thing that the pigeons used to be used for. So we've talked about war, we've talked about food. What other thing do humans really, really need? What happens when you get a cough or you're sick?
Medicine.
Medicine, William. You are getting good at this, aren't you?
Yeah.
So in the old days, pigeon was used in many ways and was often applied to the feet or breast in cases of serious illness. Can you believe that?
Oh yeah, I've got to tell something.
Oh, tell me.
So isn't it about pigeons, but about chickens?
Oh, tell me,
See,
tell
they
me.
got like swords, like red big swords. They would strap chickens to them.
What?
Yes.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Oh my word. Right, so James Primrose says, it is a usual thing with them and monsplers to apply young pigeons, cloven through the middle, to the region of the heart. Catherine, can you imagine walking around with a pigeon strapped to your chest?
No.
No, me neither. To comfort the heart. Francis Willoughby recommended a pillow of pure pigeon feathers to guarantee immortality. So, do you think those things are still work? Do you think those things worked? No, I don't think they worked. But they probably would have given, because well, if that had gunpowder in there, then it's not a big stretch for people to think they might be able to heal you as well, would it?
Yeah.
Right, shall we go back down and have a little look at the moat again before we say goodbye? Yeah, and in fact, let's go down this way and look at the other end of it. How's that sound, Justin? You lead the way, Justin.
This is some amazing place.
This is a really amazing place, William.
Yeah, I've just been coming up with facts today. From pigeons to peacocks.
From pigeons to peacocks, you are right, my
I
dear.
wonder what peacock feathers can be used for.
Well, like Chloe's doing, making them into a quill for writing or something.
Sewing?
Sewing, yeah. Oh, wow, look at this.
The birds are actually really colourful, so
They are, aren't they?
they might be able to be used for fish.
Right, let's cross over here, Justin. Look at this.
And it feels like a calm river.
It is, it's like a calm river, isn't it?
And you're walking over the dam, right?
And we're walking over the dam in the calm river.
Beautiful.
It's absolutely beautiful. Now let's just get a little look at the back of the castle.
I'm not smart.
Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, we say goodbye, boys and girls.
Bye.